This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP network.
This is episode 611 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast for May 14th, 2024. Welcome, everybody out there in podcast land, to another episode of UUOP, where we discuss all things Universal Orlando, but mainly booze and horror nights.
I mean, I don't talk about boobs, but whatever.
Scary boobs.
Boobs?
Not
Scary
boobs.
Boobs?
Oh my god.
Where
Now,
we
you see,
discuss
now you've woke
boobs.
Michelle up.
Wait, what?
I thought it was more interested than me or Michelle.
Oh, sorry, Chris.
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah. So my name is Chris, and I'm going to be your host today. But as you heard, I'm not alone. So joining me, I have Lee.
Hello, everyone. He wishes he was
I
alone
was
at
going to
this
say
point.
the same thing.
No, I love you guys. Tracy,
Hello, everyone.
and my sister from another mister, Michelle.
Hello, everybody.
That was the most random intro ever.
Yes. So how are we all doing? All doing good?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty to talk about again, as
Yeah.
usual.
You?
No.
Yeah, we got a bunch of info here, but just want to see how all you guys are doing.
All right. We didn't get to go to Universal recently like you did.
No.
I did, and it was one of those walking on the surface of the sun kind of days.
Mhm.
But you know,
And pregnant with that had to be rough for Alexa.
I'm glad you added
it
Alexa on.
was. Yeah, her too.
Just to clarify.
Yeah, it was. It's man. Let me tell you, it's rough. It's one of those things you never think about until you're there with a pregnant woman, and yeah, it's. I think that may be one of the last trips we do until after the baby's here, because
Yeah.
it's just
Wow.
it's too hot for her.
Wow.
Yeah, we're trying to squeeze one more in, but yeah, the summer has come way too early to Florida, like earlier than I've ever seen it before. So
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
but we'll see how
Yeah.
it goes.
Okay.
So, Tracy, would you like to give us some birthdays?
I will indeed. Okay, we have, I'm guessing these are belated ones, are they?
Because they're all new members, so yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a
Wow,
lot
we
of
have.
influx recently.
Are we giving something away?
Newbies to the cult.
No, only stickers.
Any stickers?
And some of them don't turn up, apparently.
Oh, no. Okay, right. We are going to kick off with a belated happy birthday for September the 8th to the lovely Sheena Barton. Happy birthday and welcome.
Happy birthday and welcome.
You don't have to
Happy
copy.
birthday.
Happy birthday
And
and
welcome.
welcome.
Welcome, yeah. And November the 19th was Anthony David's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Anthony.
And welcome.
And welcome.
I have to do it for all of them now, otherwise I'd be butthurt if it was me
Yeah.
and I didn't get a welcome.
That's
He
true.
also-
No, you are
Anthony-
all welcome.
Yes, and you're all
Bienvenidos.
lovely.
Yes.
And February the 2nd was the lovely Emma Elliott's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Welcome and happy birthday, Emma.
And finally, I hope that Lee hasn't got it wrong, and this is the last of the belated ones. March the 7th was the birthday of the lovely Erin Crockett's birthday. Happy birthday, Erin.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And welcome.
Bienvenidos.
You're welcome.
I hope she's
And
married and that her maiden name was Tubbs, and if not, I hope she gets married to someone called Tubbs.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Wow. Random.
Okay. Well, welcome, guys. We're glad to have you as part of the call crew.
Not a
yeah,
cult.
right? Is it not the cult? No,
Not
no,
a
no,
cult.
no. Okay. Yeah. Welcome. So let's move things on to some little things with Seth.
This is Seth Kaburski, co-author of The Unofficial Guides, back with a look at all the little things new around the Universal Orlando Resort for May of 2024. We're going to start out in City Walk, where the iconic surfboard photo op is gone. Yes, construction walls are up all around the Quiet Flight Surf Shop and the Cinnabon, but fear not, you can still get your Cinnabon fix from a temporary cart that's out in front of the Cineplex. Work is also progressing on the former Legacy store, which we believe will become an Epic Universe preview. Looks like they are working on exterior signage right now, and you can also find new Epic Universe merchandise for sale in City Walk's Universal Studios store. Speaking of merchandise, they've got a new offer right now. If you purchase a $500 merchandise gift card, you get a free interactive wand and other items worth up to $135.
There you go, Michelle.
All right, we're starting off in Islands of Adventure, where I recently took advantage of this month's Universal Orlando Annual Pass Holder Appreciation Month exclusive entrance. It's located to the far left, where the exit normally is. And the gate opened at 7:45 for an 8 a.m. early park entry morning, slightly before the main gate opened to the rest of hotel guests, which means that as a pass holder, I was able to be at the very front of the pack, and I was on and off of Hagrid's by 8:05 in the morning on one of the first trains of the day.
Wow.
However, I did notice some changes to early morning operations. In addition to only running about a quarter of its flying benches during early entry, Forbidden Journey is now not even opening until 30 minutes into the early hour. However, I was still able to ride Hagrid's Velocicoaster, Forbidden Journey, and Hippogriff, and still get back to the front of the park before rope dropping Hulk. Speaking of the front of the park, that new wait time sign I told you about in Port of Entry is finally operational. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish over in Seuss Landing, however, is not operational. It's got construction walls around it and is closed for maintenance through May 24th. There's also a construction wall back up around the entrance sign for Cat in the Hat next door, but that ride continues to be open. In other closures, Dudley Do Right's Ripsaw Falls is going to be closed from October 1st all the way through January 2nd of 2025. Sounds like a major refurbishment. And the Ale to the Chief beer stand right in front of that ride is currently closed. Next door in Skull Island, I noticed that Reign of Kong is now not opening until 30 minutes after the regular park opening time, and the animatronic worm in the queue seems very, very sleepy. The bridge between Jurassic Park and the Wizarding World is getting some resealing, and I'm very happy to report that the first Hadrosaur on Jurassic Park River Adventure has returned. Still waiting on the second one. I had reported not long ago that Flight of the Hippogriff had finally gotten its second train back into operation, but that didn't last for long because they are back to just one train. Look for inflated wait times for Hippogriff until that is fixed. And finally, in the Wizarding World, the Howler window, right outside of the Owl Post, which had been covered up for a while, has been uncovered again. There's lots of additional boxes in the window. Looks like some new effect is coming there, but it's not working quite yet. Okay, time to head on over to Universal Studios Florida, where we've got a number of closures. The E.T. Adventure was closed from May 6th, reopening May 15th, and it's going to have a new entry archway when it's opened up again. Revenge of the Mummy is going to close from June 17th through the 22nd, and Men in Black Alien Attack will be down from November 4th through December 10th. On Hollywood, Schwab's Pharmacy is celebrating the 138th anniversary of Coca-Cola with some special Coke float concoctions. And right across the street from there in the Five and Dime is the best place to grab your UOAP buttons. They celebrate the opening of Islands of Adventure in 1999. But the Five and Dime is open all day, unlike the UOAP lounge over in IOA, which makes it the best place to grab your freebies. If you decided to apply for the higher level of the new Universal Visa card, the new Visa Lounge is open inside what used to be the bank near the guest services at the front of Universal Studios Florida. Over in the Wizarding World, they're celebrating Butterbeer through June 2nd, and you can get a Butterbeer Ice Pop. And in Nocturne Alley, they've finally uncovered that construction wall in front of the staircase next to the tattoo parlor. Looks like they've installed a scrim for a future effect, not yet operational. But in the meantime, they've moved the chimney climber wand effect, which is located in the same area. Last but not least, work is continuing on the upcoming Lagoon show that's opening up in June. And if you've always dreamt of being part of a Universal parade, open auditions are running online now through May 14th. The parade is scheduled to kick off in early July and will run through mid-November when the annual holiday parade will come in. Okay, that's all for this month. I'll be back again in June. In the meantime, you can find my books at theunofficialguides.com, and I'll be keeping an eye on all those little things at Universal Orlando for you.
I think we need to rename this segment, you know.
I've been part of a parade before. It's no big deal. No one?
Wait, what?
We
You've
were
been
all
part of a
there.
parade
Yes.
before?
We've all been part of a
Yes.
parade before. Have we been part of a parade before? All four of us
Yes.
together in the same space.
Yes.
There you go.
I'm sad that the surfboard's gone.
That is super sad, yeah.
So if you go on if anyone hasn't seen it, if you go on our Instagram and Facebook, I posted a picture of it that someone had took over the wall yesterday, and it is not there.
Yeah, I hope they put it back somewhere else. Literally, Krissa has grown up on that damn surfboard.
Does it actually say Quiet Flight on it anywhere?
I don't think so.
Then stick it in Volcano Bay.
Exactly. That's what I said weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, that would be a good idea. Or like a Horror Nights house.
The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, sure. They'll figure it out.
I have to say, what a weird anniversary to celebrate for Coke, by the way. 138 years.
Yes.
Why are they making such a big deal of that? Do you guys know what the floats are? What
Yeah, the thing-
flavours they
Oh,
are?
I was going to say, 'cause the things in the parade, aren't there?
Shut up. I'm going to read
I
them out.
did.
So there is chocolate cherry, which is chocolate ice cream, cherry Coke, chocolate sauce, whipped topping, cherry carbonated sugar. What's carbonated sugar?
Fizzy sugar.
That's weird.
Soda?
Just, like the I don't know.
But it's got cherry Coke in. That's weird. Anyway,
I mean, cherry
Yeah.
Coke. Yay! The rest of it, no thanks.
a root beer vanilla.
I'm out.
Because root beer is disgusting and it tastes like Germaline for everyone in the UK. Vanilla ice cream, bars root beer, whipped topping, cherry, and carbonated sugar. I need to know what this carbonated sugar is. And then the strawberry Shirley, which is strawberry sorbet, Sprite, whipped topping, cherry, and carbonated sugar.
Yes, I'm all about that last one.
$11.99 each.
That doesn't seem bad for
Yeah.
Oh,
theme
carbonated sugar is popping candies.
Oh, why don't they just call it that then?
That's probably a trademark name.
Pop Rocks.
You can't call it Pop Rocks, though.
that's
It's probably
true.
not Pop Rocks.
It was
Let
called
go.
Space Dust when I was a kid, but then we kind of saw colours and things afterwards.
Because it was called LSD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here in South Florida, we call space dust something else.
Exactly. Yeah, Michelle, that was the 1% gift card that you get the free one with at the beginning. Who the hell's buying a $500 gift card, by the way?
I will.
I mean, only if I know there's something specifically I've budgeted for that I'm going to spend that much for. No, I don't really buy a lot of souvenirs.
I have noticed that, actually.
Where
Because Chris,
yeah.
you don't either, do you?
What's the point?
I
We live
do.
there?
Like we do.
I mean, I like to get pins and stuff,
Yeah.
but not like a whole. Yeah, like maybe a special occasion, but at the same time, we also go there. I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a
exactly.
year.
Yeah.
So it's not
Yeah.
like you guys coming in and having to
Yeah.
grab all your stuff, right?
Exactly.
So we'll be able to have multiple opportunities at getting those things.
Was it? There must have been the Weekender where we went into the tribute store with the popcorn doctor and Tracy dropped with a discount like $250, and then we went back again and spent even more a few days later.
So you see,
Yeah.
I could use one of those.
That's the first
I
time
mean,
we
I
beat
guess
the holidays.
I spend
though.
the most during Halloween Horror Nights because, obviously that stuff you don't get that stuff again.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
I guess, I don't know. I was going to say, I guess if I got like the gift card now and spent it throughout the whole next
Yeah.
year, that would be doable. But I don't know that I want to spend that much money right now. So,
We don't buy as much merch as we used to.
No. Because, we've kind of got everything now.
Yeah.
Where
I like
can
that
you...
answer. We have everything.
I
so
mean, we don't, but yeah.
we don't need anything else.
Where can you use gift cards? Is it just
Anywhere on
merchandise
property, I
stores,
guess,
or can
isn't
you
it?
use
You
it
can
like
use-
in snack stands or anything like that?
Yeah, you can.
So if that could be your, if you go in the family, you buy one of these at the beginning, and you buy your snacks and everything like that on it that you would ordinarily be paying out of pocket for, and you get your free wand.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can even use them to pay for your hotel too.
I'd like to think if you're buying a
Can
gift
you?
card, you're on property and you've already
I'm
got a
gonna look that
hotel.
up.
Yep, you might decide
So
to go
hotels
and do
Lowe's,
another.
though.
Yeah, but it's on universal property, isn't it? There's some sort
Yeah.
of amalgamation there.
I mean, for me, I prefer the discount during Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I would have bought $1,000
Yeah.
worth of gift cards
Yeah.
to get that discount, because we were still using Mardi Gras cards this time around. So
Yeah.
obviously it felt like we had free money, which is not. We paid for it, but you did have 20% off
Yeah.
automatically when you use those
Yeah.
cards. So it's nice.
So I'm just looking at this article, and this comes from the Discover Universal blog. And it does say you can use it anywhere on property, at the parks, at Universal City Walk, and at the hotels. It's good for food, drinks, merchandise. You can even use it to book a spa day at Mandara Spa.
Michelle.
I actually have not used the spa there, believe it or not.
But let's be honest,
I've
you're the
got my
only
own leg massage.
She brings her own.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the only
Exactly.
one out of the four of us that would, though, is what I was getting at.
So there you go. You can, everybody eats. So if you're able to use that in City Walk as well.
When I brought this up, I was not expecting one of the topics in Little Things that needs the least amount of discussion
Look,
to
I
be
saw the word.
discussed as long as it has.
I saw the word free. If there's some free going, I'm doing all I can to get that free. And I haven't got a
Try
wand.
to justify
so
a free
there.
wand here.
I haven't got one.
No, she hasn't.
I'm the only one who doesn't have a wand.
So Seth mentioned it a few weeks, and we've kind of talked about certain things that are going on, and you can see why certain budgets have been cut at Universal, like things opening late and blah, 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 because they're spending all this money on refurbing things. So like the whole ET, getting a new entrance, whatever that's going to look like. I'm guessing that's to separate it off from DreamWorks Land when that opens. Men in Black going down for a month, The Mummy going down for 5 weeks, Dudley Do-Right going down for 5 months is crazy. So you can see why they're cutting back on certain things, like a lot of the...
For me, that's when you expand that because you need to keep your guests happy.
No, but you need to find that money from somewhere.
Well-
it's still got to come. This is a company at the end of the day, and the way companies work is you can't just pump money at it. They will do once Epic Universe has been open. Michelle, this is where you and I spoke about the other day, and you were like, surely next year when Epic Universe opens, they'll have all this money.
Right.
But the money that they make off Epic Universe won't be on until the next year's financial. So that's when they can start spending that. So when next year they make $10 trillion off Epic Universe opening, the next year everything's going to be amazing. I'm not saying everyone put off your trips until 2026, by the way.
I'm sorry. Could some of the shareholders not afford their 4th holiday home somewhere?
I want to be a shareholder.
Right? I'm coming at this from Joe Public. I rock up there. Places are down for refurbs and areas getting rebuilt, and places are not open as early as I was expecting them to be. I would not be happy.
I'm
early close.
I'm with Tracy on this.
No, they've screwed up there.
I didn't say I was happy about it. I just said I know where it's coming from.
No, but what I mean, like the point she's trying to make, it's just because you're doing stuff, you should have accounted for that with your total price, right?
Yeah.
Like when you bought this ride, you should have in your ticket price somewhere, and all the little penny pushers do these, math and accountings and all that stuff, where it's like 1% of this is going to go to maintenance of rides. So to do that, the money's there. It's not like, oh, let's find money.
Yeah, Rob and Peach.
Exactly.
It's when you close things and do this other stuff, it's so, and again, like Tracy said, it's so that shareholder stock can go up one more penny.
It is,
So
but
that
I
they
also...
could,
Don't even try.
No, I also... But now, right, so I agree with you as a whole. I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Sure.
On the side of the corporate.
No, because I hate how expensive Universal is getting and how expensive it's going to be next time we set foot in it. But this is not a normal year when it comes to closures.
All right. Well, also, let me just put this in there. It's not like they have a captive audience. They've got nowhere else to go. There's plenty of other parks that they will go to, and they could
Good for them.
No, but they could lose loyalty because
That's entirely up to them.
because you don't take it out on the people who pay the gate prices. You don't do that. You don't take away a lot of stuff and then go, oh well, just to fund it, we'll go take away even more. I don't understand the mentality of let's open things later. I'm not getting that. It doesn't make any sense. If they're open earlier, they're taking more money in.
But they're
More
not though.
money to
You
put-
can if ET.
What do you mean they're
So
not
if
though?
if Forbidden Journey opens as it does, half an hour later, how is that? If that's open half an hour earlier, how are they bringing more money in? How is that bringing more money in?
People are happier. Happy people spend money.
I don't think it would make that much difference.
You'd be surprised.
But again, the point is
Because
that
I
this
tell you
year
now,
is not.
I walk into that park, and you've been there, you've seen it. I walk into that park, and something isn't operating as expected, and I've got these expectations of that day. That is my entire day screwed up. Because it affects people.
So what do you expect them to do? Not close anything ever?
No, it's not the case of not close anything ever, but it's like, it just doesn't make sense to carry on adding to that. There's less for people to do.
So the argument for where they're coming at right now is they've got a brand new park opening next year and they want people to go to all three parks and not walk into these two and go, and I've said this talking about Epic Universe recently. I love how Michelle and Chris have gone dead quiet and it's
Maybe
like,
they've dropped off.
just let them get on with it.
I know. You guys are doing great. You're
He's
doing
not, he's
great.
not going to win this.
Fantastic.
And just walk in and then go, these parks are compared to
Uh-huh.
what I've just walked out of.
And when did they decide they were building Epic last week?
Doesn't matter.
No, they've had plenty of time to be doing all of this.
But
Planning. Obviously,
Well,
it's
what's
not women.
bothering me is the
Planning.
timing. Like they're closing things during peak times. So like some of this stuff is closed during summer where there's lots of people there. For instance, Mummy is going to be closed the week I'm there.
Uh-huh.
Damn it. I'm so
Yeah.
bummed about that.
And that is just bad timing. You know.
Yeah, like
And
I just think it's the timing is
Yeah.
weird for when they're closing some of these things.
I appreciate that these things need to be refurbished and maintained and everything. And obviously safety first and everything. And I agree, there are parts of the park that really need a bit of titivation. But
Titivation?
yes, I've been writing essays.
I
I've been
like
using
that
long
word.
words.
of course you do.
Titivation and titillation.
They're not the same thing.
Nice.
But when you're going to be giving your park goer a negative experience, which will happen, and this is people who are coming in for the first time as well, are going to see this and probably not going to go back, and that's a shame because they're going to miss out on the parks that we love. And I'm only angry because I want people to have good experiences. There's always going to be something down, whatever time of year. It just seems to be excessive.
None of these are down at the same time, though.
No, but everything, it just seems, I don't know, it's just a bit much, and it feels like they've delayed because they've been pumping the money in one direction, and that's bad management.
Right, so your argument is why are they waiting now to do it? I didn't want this to go at this point. I need to get Chris on this bloody Butterbeer Ice Lolly, right? But if you're having guests over next year, right, and you're like, oh, we need to get the house sorted, you don't tidy and paint 2 years previous to them coming over. You wait close to the time so it's nice and pristine when they turn up.
Yeah, but also I don't be rushing a job, so I'll be planning it out. So I would still.
But they are. They're doing it now, a year out from Epic Universe opening, and they have been incrementally over the course of the last year or two.
It doesn't feel incrementally at the moment. This now feels like
It was a lot of closure
It
announcements.
is, and I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying I understand why they're doing it.
Look, I remember the impact when they were building Velocicoaster, walking through just corridors of wooden walls. And that's what it feels like the entire resort is at the moment.
Yeah.
And that is
what's nice is they're about to open DreamWorks, so that whole land that's been walled off for a long time is now opening back up.
Yeah,
and so I
that's
guess
great.
Yeah, and don't forget you're going to have the
Which
new
would be nice,
Hogwarts show. You're going to have the parade. You're going to have all this other stuff to take the focus away from all this stuff that's closed.
You know me. I come in from the
I know
the park goer viewpoint, and I am incensed on behalf of them.
I am not
and
backing
myself.
them up. I completely get it, but I'm just looking at it from a point of view. I understand why
I know why they're doing it, and I know like financially why they're doing it. But again, it's just I've been hearing too much about lots of big multinational companies just.
Oh, the profits are down this year.
Yeah.
We only made 1.2 billion.
Yeah.
Each. Yeah, that's what's really annoying.
I hate that. The supermarkets are like, oh, we've had to put prices up because our profits were down this year.
Yeah,
we only made 1.6 million.
They don't pay the farmers anymore,
It's
though.
ridiculous,
That's what
isn't
really
it?
annoys me. There isn't a trickle-down effect unless it's negative.
No.
And it needs to change.
And let's be honest, Universal has become a much more expensive trip.
But on the positive side,
Oh, yeah.
It's going to look, I'm
amazing.
hoping
And I'm excited for it.
they're going to look
Don't get me
pristine
wrong.
next year.
Both
of those parks should look the best they've looked in a long, long time next year.
Yep, I agree.
Sure.
Chris, I was going to say positive, but I already kind of know your opinion of it.
It's not negative.
It's not necessarily
neutral.
Positive. I've heard Alexa's take on it.
She was more negative than I was.
Yeah.
So, Butterbeer Ice Lolly. First of all, hate the name.
Yeah.
Hate saying ice lolly.
But that's what we call it
Maybe
over
that's
here.
an American thing.
No, it's
Is that
we
what
would
you
call it an ice lolly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's so we got one. We got two actually. It's I will say the positives are that exterior shell, like the butterbeer shell, is delicious. I wish they would sell that on its own so you can take it home and just
bathe
pour it
in
all over your. Yeah, I would bathe in it.
Did it taste of butterbeer though? Because Alexa said it tasted.
The shell does.
Okay.
The shell
But
looks like
only
caramel.
the shell.
Oh, it does.
Yes, and we don't know if it's for sure this. She says it is, but you know how there's like two shades to the shell.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like she thinks the bottom part is a little bit different flavor wise. I think salty.
Okay.
Which I think I feel like I got that, but it could just be confirmation bias.
Her taste buds are going to be entirely different to yours right now as well.
She's super tasting at the moment.
Yep, yeah, that could be true. But the shell was amazing. The actual ice cream itself, or whatever you want to call it, like it's not just like super creamy ice cream. It tastes more like, and this is a bad explanation, but like frozen ice.
That's what an ice lolly is.
Like more
There'll be no creaminess.
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
not an
so
ice cream. It's more like a frozen, like effectively what we always thought
Like a popsicle.
Like a popsicle, yeah.
Yeah, like what when we did the witch stick, when the four of us went over to freeze rate pops and we were complaining, it was like a creamy texture when we were expecting more of a popsicle. That's what it should be more like. What we were expecting those to be.
This is more that.
Okay.
This is more of that ice instead of creamy, which again, some people may love that, some people may hate it. I kind of liked it because it doesn't the actual bar itself doesn't have like a really strong butterbeer taste to it. And I think that's what the hard shell's for, right? That hard shell has that really strong butterbeer. Then you have like the actual popsicle part that just kind of balances it all out. So it's not terrible. The issue, I guess, is one of the things that was like, it was $9 for that. And it's kind of expensive for a popsicle. Like, and I know it's a butterbeer popsicle and I know we're in Universal, but it's just eating it and then like reviewing the price. Cause even with the discount, I think it was $8.60 something around there.
Yeah.
And it hurt a little bit because it's not like I'm eating like this gourmet ice cream dessert.
Yes.
It's a popsicle. And as you know, like you have to eat it extremely fast in Florida heat, because by the time I got halfway through, my shell was literally falling off, and this was in the shade. So, you got to be fast. But I mean, give it a shot. It's just be prepared for a pricey item. But if you like butterbeer, the shell's great. If you like less creamier popsicles, it will also satisfy that too.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Well, on my other show, Taste of Universal, obviously we had to do like a little slot in because it happened afterwards recorded. But through talking with Shelby as well, Chris, isn't there coconut in it?
Yes.
Why?
Well, here's the thing, though.
Is
I mean, it
coconut
says there's coconut in there, and I don't like coconut like shavings. I'll do coconut flavorings like in drinks. I didn't really taste any coconut, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I bet I can find it.
Like there's, I don't know where it is in there, but you don't see any like little particles of coconut. You don't see
Maybe
shavings.
it's just part of the flavoring in the foam,
It could be.
Yeah.
But if like, you may like it, Trace. I don't know.
I doubt it, because honestly, I can hyper taste coconut.
I mean, it'll be interesting. You'll be able to tell
I'm disappointed.
whether it was popular or not. I wouldn't be disappointed because as far as we're aware, it's going away on June 2nd.
Okay.
It's whether it's popular enough that they decide to bring it back full time, which I don't know why they wouldn't.
No.
It's going away on June 2nd?
So
That's very
it's
short.
supposed to be.
It's Butterbeer season.
It's
isn't
Butterbeer
it?
season, so it was an exclusive thing for Butterbeer season that's actually already been extended. It was supposed to end at the end of May, I think, and they've extended it to June 2nd.
So
Won't be there
it's
till the
Butterbeer
19th.
season.
Just a thing they made up to sell more Butterbeer.
Is it in the books or
No,
like,
don't be
that's
daft.
just
No.
the universe?
It's just, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you compare the prices, it's very comparable to the Vector and the Minion popsicle over at Which Stick
Yeah.
Gets Your Lick. Nope, that's the segment. That is not what that place is called. But it's got a little bit. It's got a little
What's
bit
it
of
called?
that
Freeze rate
pops. It's got a little
Freeze
bit.
rate pops.
It's got a little bit of that JK rolling tax on it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And I mean, in comparison, I mean, how much is a Butterbeer?
Of like 8
Like
and
just
9,
a
about the
regular-
same price, I think.
Absolutely
That's
nothing
just
for me.
soda with some foam top. So
Yeah. But you can savor an actual Butterbeer a little bit longer than you can that
you can.
popsicle.
If I had to pick, I'd probably do a frozen Butterbeer over that popsicle, just because it
Okay.
will last a little bit longer, like you said, and
Yeah.
it'll quench that. Like it'll cool you off a little bit more in that Florida sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited about the Visa Lounge.
Have you seen? Again, I've posted pictures of that on our Instagram as well. It looks all right. It's just a room. With
Well,
some
it's not
snacks
just a
and
room.
stuff.
You get free like waters and snacks and stuff too.
Just the same as a pass holder lounge used to be.
You never got free waters and snacks in the pass holder
There
lounge.
used to be when the pass holder lounge was first a thing. There was snacks in there like granola bars and stuff.
Oh,
So that'd
well,
be
all
for,
of the
like,
times I went, that was never the case.
Yeah, when it first opened, whenever that was 2019, there was granola bars and
Yeah,
stuff.
they
in
brought
there.
out like 10 bags of chips. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
10,000 pass holders, come on in.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is I'm guessing the lounge will be a lot less busy than the pass holder lounge,
Probably.
like the Visa Lounge.
I'll be honest with you, that Visa Lounge, I personally like it just because I could see it being a spot where people can go. And I know multiple people that do this, but when you have a work day in the park,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
your
right.
laptop with you, and
Yeah.
you can go in there. It's quiet, and there's stations to plug in your laptops and everything. So that's a great spot
Yep.
to do that.
That's a good idea.
It is. Yeah.
I'll let you know in June.
I need a 1%
Yeah.
clip. I need something that's like ding 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 1%.
Question about that though.
Jesus Christ.
No, with the Visa Lounge, who can go in? Is it only the card holder or the card holder and their family?
Only the Premier Clark. So there's two types.
No, hang on. What Tracy's asking is if you've got the Visa card, Michelle,
the-
can Nancy and Audrey and Chris go
Yeah.
in with you?
I think you can take up to 3 people with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that'd be like,
It'd be
see
awesome
you
if
suckers
you
later.
didn't have to. You like tell your family, f off.
It's like that one
Right.
person that buys an annual pass just to get the discounts, and the family have just got regular tickets, and you're like, I'm off in the pass all
Yeah.
around, you lot.
I don't know anybody who does things like that.
We don't do that. We've always had passes. It's just that what I'm saying is
We're on
when-
different levels.
doesn't matter. But you'll get that one person like, oh, we'll just get the preferred just so we can get the discounts. And then they go, oh, by the way, I'm
A
off
lot
in
of
here.
people
You
do
can
that.
whistle. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool. Anything else here we want to discuss?
No,
before we
please,
move
no.
on?
We've been
No,
going
I think
for
that
like
was
way
an
too
entire episode.
I think Lee's
was,
going to have to cut
You
some
sure
of
you don't want
that
to talk
out.
about that $500 gift card anymore?
That's
No.
it. Catch you next week.
I could, but I don't
All right.
think we should.
Okay, well let's stick to frozen dessert items, I guess. So let's go to a which stick gets your lick, and this one comes from Tayan.
Which stick gets your lick? Oh, hell yeah. Lick it, baby.
Hey, this is Tayan Cooper from the Universal Family Podcast, and I am recording the Lick My Stick. I had the blueberry lemonade, and I thought it was really good. It was really sour and not very blueberry, but, fruity, sweet. It was good. And I would give it a... What's the rating system? I lick it.
It's a 5.
It's a...
5 to 1.
Okay, 5 to 1? Why wouldn't you say 1 to 5?
1 is bad, sorry.
Yeah, I would give it a 3.8.
Is this all?
Love you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you missed him saying love you and blowing a kiss at the end of it. I put it down as a 4 because we don't do
the shameless
0.8s.
plug, and Brian's going to have them each send in one, just so they can say every single time.
So it didn't. The reason was when they did their initial one, Tayan wasn't there, so they got Tayan to do one on his own when he went the next time. Because when they did their first one, I think it was during Horror Nights last year, and Tayan wasn't with us, was he?
No.
So when they went out for, I think, a Mardi Gras this year, they got Tayan to do an extra one. So he could be part of it.
Did I hear him correctly when he was rating it? He said, I'd lick it. Is that like a rating system?
I don't know, but that's what he said.
Okay. I like that.
So funny.
I'd lick it.
What do you rate it? I don't know. I'd lick it.
What are we talking about here?
I love that family so much.
Yeah.
Well,
Tracy, can you let everybody know how they can get on here?
Yes, I can. You want to hear yourself on the podcast? It's super easy. Just get involved in this year's interactive topic. Which stick gets your lick?
Yep. All you have to do is go to Freeze Ray Pops inside Minion Land at Universal Studios Florida. Try as many of the popsicles as you care to try.
Of course, once you have done that, all you have to do is record yourself, just like Tayan did, ranking each one of the ones you tried out of 5, 1 being...
Oh, hell no.
And 5 being...
Oh, hell yeah.
And send them to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And for the best recording, do it while you're in the parks, because I know a lot of people who like to try and figure out where you were when you recorded it.
Yes.
And before anybody asks, because I've already had one person, the Butterbeer Ice Lolly is not part of this.
No.
Aww.
Well, because everyone give it a 1.
Yeah, maybe. Tracy, would you like to give us some more PC birthdays?
I will indeed. Oh, we have birthday twins. Okay, May the 19th. We're going to start with the amazing Martin Mallinson's birthday. Happy birthday, Martin!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños, Martin.
It comes from Barnsley.
Ah, local lad.
Nice
I know
Barnsley.
him a bit last time.
Happy birthday, lad.
Aye happen. Hey, by gum.
Aye.
You're going to get belted.
Thing is, I've spoken to him. He sounds exactly like that. Sorry, Martin.
And birthday twin May 19th as well is the gorgeous Kirby Baker's birthday. Happy birthday, Kirby!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And welcome.
They've been here a while.
Well, welcome back again.
So, as you may have noticed, we have finally released a new Portkey Vacations ad. Yay, I know you were sick of hearing the old ones.
Sam Naj is clapping
So
his hands
thank you-
right now. Yay! Because I know he hated
Thank
it.
you for bearing with me. So, we're about to do a new campaign this year, and we need actually your help to keep it fresh. So, although Portkey Vacations are the experts in all things Universal, Halloween Horror Nights, and yes, Disney, our agents are happy to help you go anywhere in the world your heart desires. So with that in mind, we're giving our listeners a chance to be featured in a Portkey Vacations commercial to be aired in the podcasts. So like in the current commercial, you heard my daughter Krissa and her friend Lucy in the current ad. All you need to do is record yourself and your family if you want, using the phrase, "I wish to go," and then fill in the blank. Then you just send that recording to podcast@uuopodcast.com, and our trusty podfather will turn it into our next ad.
Because I haven't got enough to do. I've got to do Michelle's ads as well now.
I'm just going to get a photo of you because I just never see you because,
I haven't plugged my other one on here yet. and I'm
Yeah,
not gonna-
so get creative. Let us know what those bucket list items are. Believe it or not, we can vacation in places other than Universal. At least that's what my spouse tells me. I know. I don't know. But anyway, it should be fun. So we can't wait to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll be right back.
I wish to go to Universal.
Right, off you go. We'll beat to the edge of the Forbidden Forest.
Where can our vacation wizards take you?
Just tap the port key at portkeyvacations.com and let the magic begin.
And welcome back. So next year, guests can jump into the action of their favorite video game when Super Nintendo World makes its much anticipated debut at Universal Orlando Resort as one of 5 imaginative worlds at the all-new Universal Epic Universe theme park. Developed in partnership between the visionaries of Universal Creative and Nintendo, the vibrant land combines iconic Nintendo characters with Universal's renowned craft of creating innovative theme park experiences to deliver a multi-sensory environment where guests can experience the fun and adventure of Nintendo games in a whole new way.
Prepare yourself for the next half an hour of like, I've been there. But not the crappy one in Hollywood that everyone else has been to.
Why was that? Oh, you mean me?
She gets to humble brag the rest of this
episode.
episode.
I love the fact that she went, but on the other side, I hate that she went without me. Do you know what I mean?
She's the 1%er for this half of the episode.
It's cool that she went because we've got someone on the show who can talk about this stuff having seen it firsthand at the park that was the original one, but I'm super annoyed. Super Nintendo annoyed.
Wow. Yes, you enter the iconic green pipe. Yes, you do. It all begins the moment guests enter the portal to Super Nintendo World, which will transport them through the iconic green pipe into the immersive land. And it's very immersive. His face. As guests emerge from the pipe, vibrant scenery and excited kinetic energy surround them as they're greeted by the familiar sights and sounds that they've experienced on their Nintendo game consoles. From the towering beanpole and majestic Peach's castle to swaying piranha plants, pacing Goombas, spinning coins, question mark blocks, and more.
Is there more?
Yes, so much more. Yoshis and also I could go on forever and ever.
I was right, by the way.
It was just that good, wasn't it?
It was so good. It was super good.
I was right, though. I did say Super Nintendo World would be the next one they would announce.
Of course.
Because I think they'd want to get this one out the way and leave the anticipation of the next two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this has been out there the longest.
People know it already. There's only one bit on here that we're going to talk about that is new. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Which is a pretty big new.
It is,
Yeah.
yes.
Inside Super Nintendo World, guests will be able to explore Super Mario Land. Oh, you're going to love it. Where they'll enjoy adventures alongside Mario, my bestie, Luigi, Princess Peach. Yeah, she's quite the drinker.
Just get on with it.
And other characters. And Donkey Kong Country, where they'll encounter thrills featuring Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and other members of the Kong family.
King Kong, is he there?
Hong?
Yeah.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong Phooey, then.
Oh, I loved Hong Kong Phooey.
I mean, the thing is, from
I
that,
need merch where they just throw King Kong in there with,
That'd be
with,
funny,
like,
wouldn't
Donkey
it?
Kong.
Yes.
Just a crossover. I don't care. Like they do Hello Kitty and Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Just do this for me.
I mean,
Please.
watching that video, the actual main Mario Land doesn't look that much different from either of the other two.
No.
So
Probably
it's-
has a little more
I mean,
space.
Probably.
Uh,
Because I think Hollywood's is smaller than Japan, but this is supposed to be bigger than
Smaller.
Hollywood.
Wow, Japan's was small enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hollywood, from what I've heard, is pretty dang small.
Kenneth was there, wasn't he, last week?
Yeah. Yep. And then my agent Lauren has been recently, and she's going again too.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So let's talk about Super Mario Land. The colorful landscapes of the Mushroom Kingdom come to life in Super Mario Land, where guests can experience Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. Guests are invited to join Team Mario and battle Team Bowser for the Golden Cup in this groundbreaking attraction that fuses augmented reality, projection mapping technology, and elaborate environments to bring the fun of the Mario Kart video game series to life in a compelling ride-through experience. Guests up for the challenge will enter through Bowser's castle, where they'll wind its corridors and get a glimpse of Bowser's deceptive plans to stack the odds in his favor before boarding their cart and heading to the starting line. Then, guests steer through a variety of Mario Kart courses, collecting coins, tossing shells at Team Bowser, dodging obstacles, and more, as they join their favorite characters and compete to help Team Mario win the race.
It's so much fun.
You said
I
you wished you'd
bet.
done it twice, though,
I
didn't you?
do,
Because it's such
because
a,
the
like,
first
what the
time-
hell went on?
Yeah, the first time I was like, there's so much to say, and it's quite complex, actually. But I was not waiting another.
I think you said, if I remember rightly, you said you waited 80 minutes for it first.
And that was single rider.
Jesus.
But honestly,
that's one of the ones I'm. Go ahead, Trace.
I was going to say, but Bowser's Castle, literally every corner there's something new to see, and it was amazing. It didn't feel like I waited that long.
It's going to be lost on me because I've never been a Nintendo person.
There's still time.
I've got too many PlayStation games to play.
Get yourself a Switch.
No.
We can team up.
Anyway. How did the augmented reality work? That's what It's
really clever.
I think it's one of those things that you're never going to fully appreciate until you actually get to do it yourself.
Now, you see the photo.
Right.
You have the helmet that you have to strap on, and then the visor
clips in.
Yeah.
Because that's attached to the car, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it slides in, because then when you're steering everything, it hooks up, and and you're looking around.
So what are you steering?
Move.
Like I guess you have a target, do you?
Yeah, honestly, I can't remember.
I mean, it was a year ago.
Like I say, it was like over in a flash, and it was just like I just remember there was so much going on, and I did the Men in Black where there's always one in the car that doesn't know what they're doing. That was me this time. Yeah, to be honest, I can't remember what I was collecting or doing. I don't think I even knew what I was doing, but it was so much fun, and I can't wait for it.
Sounds like me on Minion Blast. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, but I'm enjoying myself.
You see, I went and I educated myself.
What are you going to say, Chris?
Now, as I say, sounds like Tracy needs to go back out there to refresh her memory.
No.
Well,
just wait until next year for Epic.
No.
Well, I do have some tickets in my account. Don't look at me like
what
that.
Tickets? Anyway.
Yeah, let's move this along.
Yes.
Next up, we have Yoshi's Adventure. The delightful Yoshi's Adventure attraction will make its US debut when Super Nintendo World opens at Universal Epic Universe. On this family-friendly ride, guests of all ages will enjoy breathtaking views of Super Mario Land as they join Yoshi's, like plural, okay, and travel through Mushroom Kingdom landscapes in search of glowing eggs, encountering many familiar characters along the way. I will say, this ride, if you would ask me last year, said I can care less for this ride. Having something on the way that can ride this now. Yeah, totally different. Like, bring it on.
Before you go, is this not in Hollywood?
This is in Hollywood, no?
It says it's making its US debut when Super Nintendo World opens. That's weird. What the hell's in the one?
I thought it was in Hollywood.
So has Hollywood literally only got Super Mario Kart then, and that's it, and like all the land stuff? It's only got one ride in it. That's weird.
I'm looking right now. But it's the Hollywood version is very, very small.
Obviously. Mm-hmm. But this is their version of Zeus Trolley, isn't it?
It's a people mover. Do you know what? I loved this because you get to chill out. If they do it the same way they did in Japan,
which it will be
for your what you called it,
power up band.
There's places to collect things in the queue. It's interactive. There's fun little things going on all the time. It's quite reminiscent of Cat in the Hat queue or Toy Story Mania queue, that type of line. And then the ride itself, you just get to chill out a bit, and it's really cute.
Yeah,
and if it's the same thing, you've got three egg-shaped buttons, and what you've got to do is you listen to the story, which in Japanese was a bit difficult. But I took the cues from
when everyone else was pressing it.
No, there was I was in the car by myself. There was a big egg. Oh, there's an egg of the same colour. Bang.
That'll do.
So yeah, you just have to collect the eggs on your way around, and it's just.
But it goes inside and outside.
Yes.
I love that.
The views you get are unbelievable. I've got video.
Because we've said it, like I love anything that's elevated in a theme park, like say People Mover at Magic Kingdom or Zeus Trolley or Pteranodon Flyers if it wasn't crap and restrictive. You know, that to get a different perspective of the park. And this is and it's also a nice way to take a break without feeling that you're wasting time. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing I wish this ride had, I know it would mess up with the aesthetics, but some sort of cover. Just knowing the Florida.
Yeah, you mean
sun, how I've ridden, for example, I took my niece on One Fish, Two Fish.
Yes.
In the middle of July or last year, and I took my hat off and gave it to her because it's just it's
brutal,
rough during the summertime.
You're probably not outside long enough though to like.
I think you're out from.
Really
you've been on it.
It was. you're in and out, and I would say it's maybe you're 2/3 of it you're outside, 1/3 inside.
Okay.
Yeah. And the fact that it's so slow, you're not getting too
Yeah.
much wind, but my only gripe.
Yeah, so Mario Kart is the only one that's at Hollywood.
That's weird. I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Very strange.
Okay, at Toadstool Cafe, now I can't talk about this one, which pleases Lee greatly.
It doesn't, because I really I wanted you to go to be able to talk about all of it, but I still prefer the name Canopio.
Canopio, I wish they'd kept Canopio, because I love that. Guests can enjoy a variety of tasty dishes inspired by the world of Super Mario and its characters, including Mario and Luigi-themed burgers, Super Mushroom Soup, Piranha Plant Caprese, I'm not sure how you pronounce that one, fire flour spaghetti and meatballs, and so much more. And guests will also get glimpses of several Toads cooking up culinary creations through various virtual windows as they dine inside the restaurant.
This looks amazing, and I can't wait.
Yeah. I vote we go and we just order the entire menu.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we just do listen to me how much I've grown, and we do this family style.
Because it's kind of like...
Wow.
I know.
Proud of you, Tracy.
This is kind of what Minions Cafe is. It's like a mini version of Toadstool Cafe. The kind of that, if you look at it, it's very similar in like the themed food and Minions about all over the place. It's a very similar vibe to it. And I guess I'm wondering if when they built Minions Cafe and they opened it, they had one eye on this opening down the road and didn't want it to be too similar. But this looks awesome.
Yeah, I mean, highly themed quick service, and that's all we see now coming out, which is good.
Yeah, yeah. Since Fast Food Boulevard, Universal have stepped it up with the themed food, and then you look at like Circus McGurkus this year, and then Mel's reopening. They're really revamping a lot of stuff, which, to be fair, needed it.
Yes, it did.
You will also find at Yoshi's Snack Island and Turbo Boost Treats, of course. Guests can also pick up delicious treats, snacks, and beverages at these walk-up dining locations. That's good. Because I'm sure the lines for Toadstool Cafe will be ridiculous.
I'll be interested to see how they do that.
It'll be exactly the same, I would have thought.
Well, I'm ready for that then.
2.5 hour wait to get in.
It's crazy.
One Up Factory and Mario Motors. Guests can shop for souvenirs, apparel, toys, and more inspired by their favorite Super Mario characters and adventures within these retail locations.
Yeah, we've seen them in Japan and Hollywood. Did you go into any of the shops? You bought some, didn't you? Yeah.
Yes, I went to all the shops. I didn't buy I bought treasure.
Japanese stuff.
Super treasure.
Did the shops have like a long wait to get in, or
no?
You can just go in and out?
No, there's a lot of shopping over there, and the Mario Motors, that was the busiest one. That was kind of like, right, I've had enough, I'm leaving, and there's like the usual front of store shop, so I bought stuff from there at the front of store.
Because we watched them, haven't we? We watched Chris from TDR Explorer when he went over, yeah. Of course, it would not be a Universal Land without meet and greets. You can meet and interact with Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad throughout various areas in Super Mario Land. And the little meet and greet areas are super cool. You didn't meet any of them, did you? No, but across the way, I waved to Mario and Luigi blew me a kiss. Oh, cool. So, yeah. That'd be enough for me, to be fair. It was cute. Donkey Kong Country. At the edge of Super Mario Land, guests will discover an entrance that leads them to Donkey Kong Country, where they'll explore the lush tropical landscape of the video game series, complete with tall trees, waterfalls, landmarks such as the Golden Temple, and more. Here, guests can enjoy Minecart Madness. Guests will hop into a minecart and careen through the jungle to help Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong protect the coveted golden banana on this first-of-its-kind family coaster. Utilising an unprecedented ride system, innovative technology, and a unique coaster design, Minecart Madness will send riders on a thrilling adventure where they will experience the jaw-dropping manoeuvres that they've seen Donkey Kong and the minecarts perform in the video games, including getting blasted out of a barrel, seemingly jump over the gaps of the speed along a rickety track, and so much more. That coaster looks so cool. So how many people aren't going to do their research on this and genuinely themselves when they get to a split track? Lots of hope.
Oh, yeah. Probably 80% of the population.
It's very clever.
Yeah, I remember seeing the patents for this years ago, and the fact that they've finally, I think it's unlike anything else anywhere ever. And I like the fact that it's, again, like a family-ish coaster. you know, if you're not super, like, if Velocicoaster and stuff's too much, that this is something that you can jump on without, like, a lot of the time I go and I can feel a bit ropey, and I think I don't want to do, like, a Hulk.
It's probably going to be similar to either Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Thunder Mountain over at Disney.
Yeah, which is cool. I love those two.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe not Mine Train so much.
I didn't mind that.
It was cack. Chris, did I ride that with
It
you?
was what?
Cack.
It was fun by the end.
Okay.
I like it.
Did we rent? No, it's all right. It's not bad.
I think we rode it together, didn't we? I know we
did we?
rode Bid Thunder together. I'm sure we rode that together as well. I can't remember.
Yes.
We did.
Yeah, I gotta
was
look
with,
back at my pictures.
You were
Probably.
with Travis.
What on?
Seven Doors, weren't you? Or was Travis with us? Anyway, it's irrelevant.
Joe.
Anyway,
I thought I
Anyway,
rode
it's
Joe.
like
Joe's in
a
front of me.
super cool cart.
yes. Yeah. And the fact that it's got a whole land based around one ride.
Yeah. Now, I have no experience
And
with Donkey Kong.
Why is it called Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
Because it's a...
Why is he called Donkey Kong?
Yeah. It doesn't look like a donkey.
That's a great
That's a good
question.
point.
So I've never understood why it's called Donkey
And you've
Kong.
never thought to look this up.
I never thought of it before when I was a kid.
Like Diddy Kong, I get. Yeah, because he's small. He's a small Kong. Donkey Kong, on the other hand. What? There'll be some weird Japanese translation.
Ooh, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's about being stubborn.
Yeah.
Or stubborn ape.
Really?
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You learn something new
Yeah,
every
because
day.
a donkey's stubborn.
Yep.
So it's a stubborn ape. There you
Okay.
go. That's
okay,
cool.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, Miyamoto, you smart. You'll also find a selection of tropical menu and merchandise offerings in the middle of the jungle, all inspired by the Donkey Kong Country video game franchise and its characters. And that's not all. Guests will find even more exciting experiences and adventures while exploring Super Nintendo World.
Boop, 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 boop.
Such as power-up bands. Guests can level up their fun in Super Nintendo World with the purchase of a power-up band, a wearable for their wrist that allows them to enhance their play throughout Super Mario Land and Donkey Kong Country. With the power-up band, guests can collect digital coins by punching question mark blocks and playing interactive activities, collect digital stamps on attractions, earn digital keys to unlock an exclusive showdown against Bowser Jr., and discover other hidden surprises. Guests can also access leaderboard screens in Super Nintendo World to see where they rank amongst fellow guests.
So this is where Minion Blast comes in, because everyone who's been visiting Universal since that opened have now become accustomed to having an app, having a game that's connected to the app, and then the next level is having a wearable connected to an app that interacts in the land.
Yes. And I've done that.
Yes, your band's around somewhere. I think it's upstairs.
I've just suddenly had a thought. How long do the batteries last in them?
Does it have batteries in it? It's just an RF. It's just
I
like a
don't know.
magic band, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's just RFID in it.
Oh, that's
No,
okay
there's
then.
no batteries. I mean, I've literally had Magic Bands since Krista was 3, and
Oh,
I can
that's
still
fine.
use them.
Okay. Oh, I've got one already. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
How
Are they
much?
cross
Yes.
park?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. How much are they is the question. Did you pay 40,000 yen for yours? Is that right?
I know it was a lot. Yeah, it was about £40, is £38, something like that.
That's not bad.
Ridiculous is what it is. You can tell who the 1%er is. 40 quid for a little plastic
Yeah,
wristband.
it was
What?
that's right. It was 10,000 yen.
I mean, that's about what it is for the new Magic Bands. I'm not
I
saying
just
like
wish they did more than just that in the parks, right? I wish I could link up my wallet or something to it.
You don't need to because you've already got the app for that.
Yeah, but I have to pull out my phone. I got
Oh
like with the
my
Magic
God.
Band, yeah, it does all of that.
Magic Band, just exactly.
Christopher,
park
you collect
key, it's your-
stickers and do quests.
Has anyone seen Wally?
Great.
Fine, I'll buy it all.
Chris is going to be one of those people floating around on a floaty chair
what?
on the Axiom. Apparently, pulling your phone out of your pocket is too much of an effort.
Just a heads up. Much like the Hogwarts houses,
Mm-hmm.
how people get judged by which house they're in. The wristband you choose, people will want to know who you've chosen and why. So
I can guarantee you this will not be the only thing at Epic Universe that will use this technology.
Yeah, I hope not.
oh no.
No, I don't mean this band, but I think there'll be another land that will have something very similar to this.
I would
in
think
it.
so.
Because I think we've
Why
talked
are there
about
only
them.
hero bands, though?
It won't be a band either. I don't know. Because
Cool.
yeah.
Well, once you've done like a full-on Disney trip at Walt Disney World with the Magic Band, all completely connected with everything the way it's supposed to be, and then you leave your Disney World vacation and you go to like get gas on the way home and you try to like swipe your Magic Band to the card reader, like you do get lazy because it is so incredibly convenient. Like you literally never have to pull out your phone for anything.
Oh my God.
Look, I'll give Disney this. It's smart for them because every single place in the world wants to remove friction from spending money. That's what a Magic Band does.
Yep.
It makes it easier. You just swipe. You're not even looking at the swipe.
And not that it's hard to pull out my phone.
I don't want to spend money.
But when I'm on vacation, I don't want to be looking at my phone. Like I don't want to pull out my phone to, do something and then get distracted because I see a message. Like I want to be in vacation, so I don't really want to pull out my phone.
Her family's texting her, "Hey, where are you? We'd like to meet up." I'm not pulling out the phone.
I'm not pulling out my phone.
Oh
Sorry.
no, I
You
deal
should've
with that
stayed with me.
anyway. That's Michelle when she's not on vacation, to be fair.
No, that's Chris.
Okay.
I actually respond eventually.
Eventually, there we go. Chris responds
I
eventually.
respond
It's usually a
in
week
5
later.
to 7
but he does.
business days.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm more
Business days, too.
I'm more like 1 to 2 business days. So
I'm excited for it.
I am, but it's like we all kind of knew what was coming anyway. So it's not. That's why I'm glad they've got this one out the way early on because we knew what was coming. For me, I would have probably put this one out first.
But it's a tried and tested product, and it's going to be a big hit.
Yeah. It's just going to be, I've said this to you, it's going to be weird you walking in because we're all going to be, say the 4 of us walk into this epic universe for the first time, we're going to walk into Super Nintendo World and we're going to be like, oh, and you're going to be like, yeah, I've been here.
I'm going to have Uncanny Valley again because that was weird in Japan.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Exciting.
Oh, yeah. All right. Tracy, would you like to hit us with the last batch of Producer Club birthdays?
I will indeed. Okay, we are going to kick off this final batch. May the 20th is the amazing Patrick Hopkins' birthday. Happy birthday, Patrick.
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Patrick.
And the next day on the 21st is the fantastic Ryan Hunt's birthday. Happy birthday, Ryan.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And the next day, again, we've got a lot in a row, on the 22nd is the marvellous Jeremiah Chapman's birthday. Happy birthday, Jeremiah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeremiah.
And then the 26th, we have the one and only Paul Miranda's birthday. Happy birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Have fun in Japan.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Oh, yeah, that's right. They are going.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
finally, last but by no means least, on May the 27th, we have the beautiful Caroline Need's birthday. Happy birthday, Caroline.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Have lots and lots of cake for me.
That was a lot of May birthdays.
It was.
Yeah. And welcome. Welcome to the birthdays.
Thanks.
Okay. I think that's going to wrap up this week's show, as if we didn't go over time already. Now,
We could have gone longer,
Don't
let's be
forget to
honest.
send in the what?
We could have gone a lot longer, let's be honest.
That's what she
Yeah.
said. Now, don't forget to send in your Which Stick Gets Your Lick recordings to podcast@uuopodcast.com.
And your
Let's end the
commercials.
show. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Send in those commercials. We're crowdsourcing everything. Now, but to end this show, we have a listener-submitted fact about Fast and Furious, and this one comes from Michael Barker. Fast and Furious Supercharged is so bad.
How bad is it?
Fast and Furious Supercharged is so bad, it truly lives up to its name because of how fast it makes guests furious for wasting time writing it.
Hey! I mean, it's not wrong.
There we go. No, he's not wrong at all.
Not wrong.
Please send us your facts about how bad Fast and Furious Supercharged is to podcast@uuopodcast.com. But for now, that's it, and we'll talk to you next time.
Are you insane? Get out of here. The curse, it's real. The podcast is over. So, the Magi want you to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. For all the podcast news and articles, check out our blog at UUOpodcast.com. Contact us by emailing us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And if you want to join the Producers Club, email us at uupproducers@gmail.com. Silence! With your subscriptions, we shall rule for all eternity. Listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Not even the Magi can save you now. There is no escape. Your end shall be my beginning. Prepare yourself for your next trip by emailing Michelle at portkeyvacations.com. She can take care of all aspects of your next Universal Orlando vacation. We hope you enjoyed your podcast. Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs inside the prepare to forfeit your souls. Check out the other podcasts on the UUOP network. Rush of Fear Halloween Horror Nights podcast, the theme park duo for all your West Coast news and info, and the Taste of Universal Orlando food podcast. So hey, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. I would have enjoyed this podcast a lot more if I had gotten my cup of coffee.